Do you feel that? What could it be? Obina's response was sharp with fear. How am I supposed to know? In a panic, Ikenna hastily ignited his torch. To their horror, they found themselves surrounded by a pack of snarling wolves. Once upon a time, in the bustling kingdom of Ika, there lived a wise and just king, his name King Udo, and he ruled over his people with fairness and kindness. King Udo had two wives, Queen Uwedia and Queen Ego. Queen Uwedia was the second wife, but she bore the first son, Prince Obina. On the other hand, Queen Ego, the first wife, gave birth to the second son, Prince Ikenna. From the moment the two princes were born, there have been a silent battle brewing in the royal household. Everyone wondered who would be the next king. Prince Obina, as the eldest son, felt entitled to the throne, but Prince Ikenna believed he was just as worthy, despite being the second son. Their rivalry was like a storm, constant and fierce. They competed in everything, each determined to prove himself worthy of the crown. But despite their efforts, the kingdom remained divided, unsure of who should succeed King Udo. One fateful day, disaster struck the kingdom. King Udo fell gravely ill, and no ordinary cure could save him. The two princes searched tirelessly for a remedy, but all their efforts were in vain. Just when hope seemed lost, a mysterious herbalist from a distant land arrived in Ika. His reputation preceded him, and soon whispers of his miraculous healing abilities spread throughout the kingdom of Ika. The herbalist, known as Ezina, was led to the palace where King Udo lay weak and frail. After examining the king, Ezina spoke solemnly to the queens and the princes. "I know of a remedy that can save King Udo," he declared. "But it is not an ordinary medicine. It is called the water of life, and it is incredibly rare." The queens and the princes listened intently as Ezina continued. "The water of life can cure any ailment, but it is hidden in the depths of a treacherous forest, guarded by mystical creatures. Only the bravest and purest of hearts can retrieve it." Fear filled the hearts of the royal family. They knew that obtaining the water of life was their only hope to save King Udo. But the journey ahead was perilous and the stakes were high. Prince Obina stared at his mother, feeling her disapproval burning like hot coals. She seemed to say, "Are you foolish?" But Prince Obina's determination burned brighter than any scolding. He stepped forward, facing Ezina with unwavering resolve. "I will go," he declared. "I will do anything to save my father." Prince Ikenna stood frozen, torn between his desire to save his father and his fear of the unknown. He glanced at his mother, seeking reassurance, and found her urging him forward with a silent look. Ezina's gaze bore into them, assessing their courage and purity of heart. "Only the bravest and purest can retrieve the water," he reiterated. With a heavy heart, Prince Ikenna finally stepped forward, his resolve bolstered by his mother's silent encouragement. As the reality of their mission sank in, the herbalist couldn't help but wonder who would watch over the kingdom in their absence. But as he glanced at the queens, he saw the silent battle raging between them, their eyes filled with rivalry and resentment. Sensing the tension, he wisely held his tongue, understanding that their conflict was a distraction from the greater challenge at hand. Ezina sighed deeply, knowing the weight of the task ahead for the young princes. "Go and prepare," he said, his voice filled with both caution and encouragement. "You leave in 2 days' time." The air crackled with anticipation, and the tension in the palace was palpable as the entire kingdom held its breath. The main story is about to start. If you are watching this video and yet to subscribe, please consider doing so. It is totally free. As the sun rose on the day of their departure, the entire kingdom gathered to bid farewell to Prince Obinna and Prince Ikenna. The elders bestowed their blessings upon the brave princes, invoking the spirits of the ancestors to guide and protect them on their journey. The queens, their hearts heavy with worry, hugged their sons tightly, whispering words of encouragement and love. The air hummed with anticipation, and the villagers joined hands in prayer, their voices rising in unison, a chorus of hope and faith. King Udo was loved by all, and the thought of losing him cast a shadow over the kingdom. But in the midst of their fear, there was also a glimmer of hope, fueled by the courage of the princes who dared to face the unknown for the sake of their father. Ezinna, the wise herbalist, approached the princes with a solemn expression etched upon its withered face. The water of life lies in a cave in the heart of the Odumodu forests, he said, his voice grave with warning. But obtaining it will not be easy. You will face trials beyond your imagination, and only your bravery and pure heart will see you through. With a final nod of encouragement, Ezinna wished them well, his words hanging heavy in the air like a silent prayer. The fate of the kingdom now rested on the hands of Prince Obinna and Prince Ikenna as they set forth on their perilous journey into the unknown. The forest loomed before them like a dark labyrinth, its tangled vines and gnarled trees a testament to the challenges that lay ahead. What trials await Prince Obinna and Prince Ikenna in the depths of the Odumodu forest? Will their bravery and purity of hearts be enough to overcome the obstacles that stand in their way? You may have to grab your popcorn on this one. Stay tuned to see how the princes embarked on a quest that will test their resolve like never before. Not forgetting to subscribe, like, and share. As the princes ventured deeper into the ominous Odumodu forest, the air grew thick with an unsettling presence that seemed to cling to their very souls. The forest closed in around them like a suffocating embrace, and the once clear path behind them was now obscured by a sinister wall of thorns. With no choice but to press forward, they steeled themselves for the horrors that lay ahead. Their senses were assaulted by an eerie sensation of being watched, as if unseen eyes tracked their every move. Yet, they clung to the hope that they would find their way to the cave and the elusive water of life. With each step, the forest seemed to twist and contort, leading them deeper into its dark heart. As night descended, casting long shadows that danced in the moonlight, the feeling of being watched intensified. Prince Ikenna's voice trembled as he whispered to Prince Obinna, "Do you feel that? What could it be?" Obinna's response was sharp with fear. "How am I supposed to know?" In a panic, Ikenna hastily ignited his torch, illuminating their surroundings with flickering light. To their horror, they found themselves surrounded by a pack of snarling wolves, their eyes gleaming with hunger in the darkness. With hearts pounding and with a loud scream, the princes fled, their footsteps echoing through the silent forests. They scrambled up a nearby tree, seeking refuge from the ravenous beasts below. But as they clung to the branches, gasping for breath, they realized with a sinking feeling that it was all just a trick of the mind, a manifestation of their deepest fears brought to life by the malevolent magic of the forests. With trembling hands and racing hearts, the princes descended from the makeshift sanctuary, shaken but undeterred, for they knew that the true trials still lay ahead, waiting to test their courage and determination to the very limit. And so, with renewed resolve, they plunged deeper into the heart of the darkness, ready to face whatever horrors awaited them on their quest for the water of life. As days passed, the tension in the palace grew thicker than the densest fog. Every passing moment felt like an eternity as the chiefs, queens and the herbalists fervently prayed for the safe return of the princes. Meanwhile, King Udo's condition continued to worsen, his life hanging on a fragile thread. In the heart of Odumodu forest, Prince Obinna and Prince Ikenna forged ahead, their determination unwavering despite the perils that surrounded them. On the third day of their journey, as they sat down to rest and eat some wild fruits, the air around them suddenly grew heavy with an ominous presence. A chill ran down their spines as an ethereal figure emerged from the shadows, its form shrouded in swirling wisps of smoke. With hollow eyes that seemed to pierce their very souls, the figure loomed over them, its presence suffocating. In panic, the princes scrambled to their feet, their hearts pounding in their chests. But before they could flee, the figure spoke, its voice echoing like a whisper in the wind. "Fear not, brave travelers," it intoned, its body shimmering with wisps of smoke. "You have entered the realm of the unknown, where danger and wonder walk hand in hand." But before they could take a single step, the ground beneath them began to tremble and quake. With a deafening roar, the earth split open before them. In a heart-stopping moment, Prince Obinna and Prince Ikenna found themselves stumbling into the gaping maw of the earth, their screams drowned out by the void. Down, down, down they fell through a dizzying darkness that seemed to stretch on for eternity. With the two princes gone, what then is the fate of the kingdom of Ika? If you enjoy the story and would like to know how the story progressed, please consider subscribing, not forgetting to like, share, and drop your thoughts about the story in the comment section. You can also check out these videos here. I promise you won't be disappointed. Till we meet again in my next video, remain blessed.